Bucket naked.
Please hit the gym. Please hit the gym, and the pH needs to be balanced as well.
I've been drinking. Can't keep your eyes open. Right now.
Hey, what's going on, you guys? Welcome back to JLerone with JLerone Presents, where we talk about the facts, foolishness, and black female fuckery. Today's video, man, we got another one from O'Shea where he's talking more about Tommy Sotomayor, right? This video, clearly another one that states that Tommy, I guess, is, cooning for the white man again. So, you guys, let's go ahead and listen to this video and break this down again. And just to show you why more and more of these folks who say they for black people, their actions don't show it. Let's just put it that way. All right. Go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, share, fair use. That helps the channel grow. And let's go ahead and get into this video.
Myron and Tommy are making content on X now, since both of them are not making any money on YouTube. One of them is permanently banned on YouTube, which is Tommy Sotomayor. So both of them spend a lot of their time making commentary, which is very disrespectful towards the black community. But this is interesting because today there was a shooting, at least in Hemet. My godmother used to live in Hemet. Hemet is outside of Los Angeles, about 80.
Real quick, I'm gonna stop it here. Now, I want to address something where O'Shea said that they're not making money on YouTube anymore. So, I mean, they're making money, they're just not on YouTube. You can make money on other platforms other than YouTube, right? So just to be clear, YouTube is not the only, the only platform where you can make money off of, right? Even though YouTube does have I guess the algorithm is better, it's bigger, but still, if you have a following, man, you can make money in other places. So it seems to me, of course, we see Tommy on Rumble. We see Fresh and Fit on Rumble. A lot of other people that went to Rumble, and it seems like they're doing pretty good. So obviously, it's not hurting them being away from YouTube. But in O'Shea's eyes, it's like if you're not on YouTube, you're not successful. All right. So let's just keep it moving.
80 miles, it's kind of like in Riverside County. And it was a result of a gang shooting. Okay. Now, you will see in the background, these two guys are walking down the street and they're beefing with another guy who is on a bike. All right. Now this guy is going to come around on the bike and eventually start shooting. Now, again, we can't show you the shooting part. You're just looking at it in the background. And then when a guy comes around and starts shooting, we can't show you that part. So Tommy Sotomayor this is going around America, the situation, right? Tommy Sotomayor then posts this. This is Kamala Harris America, where diversity is our strength and the borders should be open to the world. I am black and I will still say, what would crime in America look like if you remove blacks and Hispanics? As I stated, we do not have gun problems, but we do have another problem. That's interesting, okay?
Okay. So again, what's wrong with that comment? Like, first of all, the borders, that's the problem. With the borders are open. So the borders, like, because we have such an influx of illegal immigrants coming in, that's one of the reasons why we have a lot of crime, right? So if these people didn't have weapons, these people weren't able to get the weapons, they wouldn't be able to have all these issues. I'm saying the crime wouldn't be the crime is because of the people. It ain't because of the of the weapons, even though the people are going out getting these weapons. But if it wasn't for the people, we wouldn't have all this fucking crime. Is what I understand, from this what Tommy's trying to say. You know what I mean? But like I said, because of Kamala, we do have open borders. According to her, like I said, she's been in office 3.5 years. She hadn't done shit about the border. So in her eyes, the way she's running it, she's got the borders wide open for people to come in. But yeah, so and as far as these, what would America look like if we remove blacks and Hispanics? What would it look like? I mean, a lot of the crimes are being committed by blacks and Hispanics, right? You know what I'm saying? It ain't like you said. It's not the gun problem. It's really not. It's the people who are buying the guns, and most of the people who are I ain't gonna say buying, but most of the people who have the weapons, who have the guns, are black and Hispanics, right? So, I mean, like I said, I see where Tommy's coming from on this, but like I said, it's not. I mean, it is what it is. You see, this is what you see. This is what it is. All right. So let's keep it moving.
Now, just a few weeks ago, just last week, Tommy Sotomayor got into it with some white supremacists. Here's what they said.
Oh my God, did y'all see that? Did you see it? Or hear it? Well, I'm talking about you see it. Did y'all hear it? That was some crazy. Them white people love trying to say how they got higher IQs than blacks. Yes, you may overall have a higher IQs than blacks. But let me tell you something. When you run into a smarter than you, admit it. That's like, it doesn't make sense. It's like saying, well, yes, blacks are more athletic than whites. But if it's a white boy that's at that ball, and give him credit. Blacks can rap better than whites. But if you got Eminem out there rapping, give him credit. There's a reason why it's a reason why nobody listens to you dumb white nationalists. Because y'all stupid. Y'all can't get people together. You're just dumb. I was sitting there listening to them dumb white boys. First off, they think saying nigga 100 times is going to make you upset. I told y'all, stop letting them white boys upset you by calling you nigga. Them motherfuckers calling you that because they life suck.
So that's him getting his wake-up call. Myron, who has everything to say about.
Okay. All right. Again, this is where he goes to. O'Shea goes to Tommy getting a Negro wake-up call, but what did Tommy say? I mean, he didn't say, what did he say? I mean, how is they getting a Negro wake-up call to begin with, right? All Tommy said is that, if y'all see a motherfucker that's smarter than you, just acknowledge it. It's simple. It's simple. There are going to be people out there who are smarter than other people, right? If you see a brother who's smarter than you, acknowledge it. That's all he's saying. So how is that getting a Negro wake-up call? You see what I'm this let's keep it moving.
You need to get it under control. And this is a problem with a lot of black conservatives. They want to be white so bad, at the same time not realizing that the whites don't like them. And sticking with the argument of African Americans committing crimes and Hispanics committing crimes, that's true. They do. But then we're also not going to act like Caucasians don't commit crimes. They're innocent. They're innocent. Caucasians commit the most crimes in America. If blacks were able to be developed in the ways that they were, that criminality thing, if you had the mother and the father in the home, which we had, that was broken up. So let's get rid of the blacks when the whites help give them a situation. And then also, if they...
Okay, so when you look at the crimes being committed, you say white folks commit the most crimes. What type of crimes? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, black folks commit crimes, Hispanic commit crimes, white folks commit crimes. A lot of crimes are being committed by a lot of different, race of people. But depending on what type of crimes are we talking about here? You know what I'm saying? When you say white folks commit the most crimes, what crimes are we talking about? You know, killings versus cyber crimes, killings versus, you know, some type of, you know, let's say, you know, robbing and you know, just like Bernie Madoff with all this goddamn, you know what, white collar crimes versus, you know, other type of crimes. You know what I'm saying? So it depends on what type of crimes you're talking about. But you know, the overall thing is, you know, there are it's not going to be like, it's not about the, let's say, like Tom was saying, the the guns and all this stuff. Is the people, right? It's the people. You know, the people commit the crimes, and you do see a lot of black people, Hispanic committing crimes. Like O'Shea said, the white folks commit a lot of crimes too, but it depends on what type of crimes we're talking about. When we see a lot of violence, gun related, drug related crimes, it is going to be black and Hispanics. So you know, you don't see a bunch of white people running around shooting the motherfuckers. Is what we're saying. You don't see that. So when we talk about these violent crimes, that include guns and weapons, you see more black and Hispanics doing it. You don't see a bunch of white people running around doing drive-bys.
Remove blacks in America. Guess where that sends you back to, Tommy? Back to Africa somewhere. Because they're going to remove your ass too along with us. Let's say, for example, they're going to say, all right, we're going to remove the blacks and the Hispanics. Where do you think you're going? You think you gonna stay there? Hell to the no, your ass ain't staying there. You're going too, because they don't want you being around them. Look at how dysfunctional you are. You think they want you to be there? And it's so crazy, the community that this man came up under. He had so many opportunities in Black America. He was getting his money in Black America. He got rich through the blacks. The blacks gave him everything. Everything he got was because of the African American community on YouTube, on social media. Whatever he was able to buy at first was because of our community. Now, what are the whites doing for him? He's over there on X. He's talking crazy every day. Who giving him opportunity? See, that's why you be mindful of what you're talking about. Fox News, you're a contributor. Why you only been on there once or twice? You ain't been on there longer than 3 times. Because they don't care about you.
I mean, Tommy is a contributor once a week. So I believe, I don't know how if he's been doing it for a few months or a few years, but he's over there once a week. So like I said, I'm pretty sure he's done, contributed more than 3 times. You know what I'm saying? But the fact of the matter is that he can go over there and talk to him, right? You know, even though he's not on YouTube anymore, because a lot of people basically hated on him and got him kicked off, his own people. It ain't that YouTube just saw, oh, look at Tommy, let's kick him off. Tommy was kicked off because a lot of black people was hating on him. So, but according to O'Shea, I guess since Tommy don't toe the line, then that makes him a sellout. Tommy's not towing the line. He's just saying what it is. It's just that YouTube policies says, hey, you can't say these type of things, which is fine. So if Tommy's going to say these type of things, he might as well go to somewhere where he can say them, right? Freedom of speech, right? You know, like I said, you get your consequences for saying what you say, but still, he proved that he doesn't need YouTube. So to me, it's like O'Shea's just tap dancing for YouTube. That's what it seems like to me. You know, O'Shea's going to say what he needs to say to stay on YouTube, and that's fine, right? But for people like Tommy, who wants to say what they want to say, YouTube is just not a good fit for him. He's better off going somewhere else, right? And he's still making money. So, like I said, the thing is, because Tommy's not on YouTube, doesn't mean that Tommy's not being successful. That does not mean that Tommy's not making money. A lot of people think you have to be on YouTube to make money, and that's just not the case. All right. So, but yeah, let's keep it moving though.
See, if there's a problem in the black world, it's up for the blacks to come together and fix it. All right? There are going to be problems. There are going to be issues. But you have to clean up your own people. Every other group does that. Every group. Look at what's going on. Look at Singapore now. When we look at Singapore, we forget that Singapore was a poor nation, kicked out of Malaysia. And they had a very good leader. I don't want to mispronounce his name, right? Lee Kuan or something like that. But they said, no, we're not going to let our people suffer like that. We're going to get in here and fix our group. And guess what? You benefit off of fixing your group financially. Tommy never made as much money as when he was making money for the black community on social media, albeit.
So are we pocket watching now? I mean, what are we doing? We pocket watching? How do you know that Tommy hadn't made that much money since he left YouTube? How do you know how much money Tommy made on YouTube versus what he's making now? How do you know that? I mean, according to a lot of you guys, Tommy's broke since he's not on YouTube, but seems like he's doing okay. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it seems like a lot of y'all, you pocket watching. But like I said, you don't have to be on YouTube to make a lot of money. A lot of people are doing better or still doing just as well being on other platforms other than YouTube.
It was hate content, a lot of it. Your community make you who you are. You don't benefit from just talking down on your people, especially when they don't like you, especially when you get removed along with the Mexicans and blacks. And what's so funny in that clip, is there any blacks there? Ain't nothing but Hispanics in the clip, right? That you saw walking. That's all it was. But everything got to be about the blacks. After getting his wake-up call, the boy is silly. So guys, what do you think?
All right, that's it, y'all. But the thing is, man, it's crazy how black folks think black folks think that if you talk about or if you're critical about the black community, you're against it. And that's not the case. You can be critical about the black community. You can criticize the black community. You can criticize black people. And that, like I said, that doesn't mean you're against them. It just means that you see a dysfunction and you're talking about it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's like if he didn't care about the black community, he wouldn't say shit. It's just like when you have let's say if you're in a relationship, if you are trying to do good in a relationship and you're criticizing and you're like analyzing this, that, and the third because you want your relationship to be better, that's a good thing. You're looking at things that are not working and you're trying to fix it. But if you don't care about your relationship, guess what? You're not going to say anything. You're not going to try to fix it. It's like you're done. You know what I'm saying? You're done. It's like, well, whatever happens, happens. If this shit explodes, it explodes and I'm out, right? Same thing with the black community. If he didn't care about it, he wouldn't say shit about it. He wouldn't criticize it. He wouldn't comment on it at all. Right? The reason people comment on stuff and be and criticize it is because they care about it. They want to see it be better. But again, like I said, man, a lot of people don't see that. They see if you are telling the truth about something, you know what I'm saying? If you have a criticism about something, then you got to be against it, which is far from the truth. It's like when people talk about Kamala Harris and criticize her, then all of a sudden you're a Trump supporter. That way of thinking is asinine. You know what I mean? You're still like on the plantation, right? You think all black folks gotta think the same. All black folks gotta be, since you're black, you're Democrat. But if you're a free thinker and you can see problems in a certain, party and you criticize that, then all of a sudden you ain't for them anymore. You on the other side. That's crazy thinking, man. That's stupid. That's the thinking that O'Shea has. Since Tommy's talking about the black community, he can't be for it. If he criticized the black community, he can't be for it. But at one point, I mean, don't O'Shea pretty much do the same thing? But anyway, y'all go ahead, hit the like button, subscribe, share, helps the channel grow. Drop your comments down below. All right, it's your boy JLerone with JLerone Presents. Please be good to yourself. By all means, let's be good to one another. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
please hit the gym. Please hit the gym, and the pH needs to be balanced as well.
I've been drinking.